Yo,
Yo,
Chicago Sports Hub. What's
what's
going
going
on,
on?
Carlos?
Chilling. It was a
Yes, sir.
fun weekend with NBA AllStar Game. It was besides the dunk contest, but
Oh my God.
everything else was solid. I liked it.
Hell yeah. We're gonna do a little All-Star weekend recap, more NBA talk and college basketball. March Madness
True.
around the corner, man.
Next month, I'm ready for that. I mean, I think everyone's ready for that, to be honest.
Hell yeah, man. Let's start with Cat, man. Who won three-point contest. The biggest underdog in the fucking three-pointer.
And
I didn't expect that shit. What the
who'd you
fuck?
have?
Luke Kennard.
Oh, look. Oh,
I
dang.
was so salty, boy. He was getting it the first round
He was
too.
smacking him. I had
I'm
Trey
like,
Young, so Trey Young
bro.
was there too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he
I
was. He was.
I
Yeah.
didn't pick him. I picked Trey Young, and then I was like, maybe it'll be like Patty Mills. Like so those two, but I didn't even think Cat was gonna be in it at all.
Me either, bro. He showed out. I ain't gonna lie. You keep
Yeah,
on
he
saying
smacked
like
him.
he's the biggest. What? Well, he said the best, biggest shooter, big
Yeah, in the
man
league.
shooter. You
I was
you
like,
think so?
no, because KD's 6'10", but they're like he's not a big. So I'm like, I get that. Maybe he's the like one of the best shooting big three. Like Aldridge shoots good too, but he
Yeah,
doesn't
the
shoot
mid
threes like
range.
him. So I think he is like right now. But all time, no, because Dirk shoots way better than him.
I feel you. I feel you. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so right
Cat
now
won
though,
the
I would
three
give it to
pointer.
him. What were his odds? Like 750, 1200, something like that? It was
Yeah, it was
ridiculous.
plus
I was
1200. Plus twelve
like,
hundred, bro.
dang. So now next
Man,
year, I'm gonna just put a quick like 20 on it just
you feel
because.
me? For real. And the dunk contest, man, Obi Toppin won. He was plus 200. I mean, that was
Yeah.
we both called it too.
Yeah, we said him, Obi
Okay.
Toppin.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, the dunk contest was whack.
It was
Like,
whack, I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, man. And I was thinking too, like, the only way to improve it is if I mean they could do all the extra stuff, but I just think we need to bring people from like the street, to be honest, because they be doing some crazy stuff on YouTube, and I
Oh,
think like
okay, I see what you're saying.
yeah, like if you bring someone like those, how they have professional dunkers too, they do
Yeah, yeah.
just bring in like I don't know 4 or 5 of them, and maybe they do a competition throughout the year, and then the top four go to the dunk contest. We could still have NBA players if they want to do it, but say like they probably won't do it because they'll be like, oh, I don't want to lose to a random guy not in the league because
Yeah, I
they'll
feel
feel
you.
butthurt. So that's why they probably won't do it. But I think they should just do something like that, like just invite people and have like a top four because those people will like show out and it will be like
Yeah.
cool. And I don't care if they're not in the NBA. I just want to see like nasty dunks. And to be honest, Toppin, the first one he had, if he made it on the first try, like behind the back,
That would have been
when he jumped,
nice.
that was nice. I know he made it on the third try, but that was actually dope. I never seen that before. So,
Good.
like, he had a couple of dunks I never seen, but he just didn't make it like the first couple times. That's
Right,
when I'm like,
right.
dang. But everyone else, they were like, whack. Like Jalen Green, he terrible. I mean, Cole Anthony, he dunked into Tim's. I'm like, that's
I forgot
cool.
about that shit. Like,
He was
man, he
like,
really bust out the Thames. This ass from
he,
New York
he
for real.
showed out for New York. I was laughing. I'm like, New York's gonna make a whole bunch of memes because his pops play with them. But it was just funny. So I like that. But besides that, he didn't do too much. And then who was the last guy? It was Juan from the
Oh, yeah, from Golden
Warriors.
State.
That jersey was cold though. I ain't gonna lie. His
Yeah.
shoes, it was cold. I was like, dang, go crazy. But he lost too. But I expected Obi to win. But I think they need to do that to fix the All Star game. That would be like the best. Have people come and you'll see stuff you haven't seen, like everybody.
That's true, man. Yeah, they
Like
gotta do something about this shit next year, make it a little better. But
yeah, for sure.
man, Team LeBron, man, they're 5-0 now in the new format. That was a good ass All-Star game. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? It was interesting
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah, I told you too. I was like, LeBron is not losing at his place. I'm
You
like,
feel me? Hell yeah.
yeah, but -6. I'm like, with the new format's nice. Like how they add the 24 points.
I feel you.
Like they call it the Elam ending. Some dude made it, so it's named after him.
For real.
But like, yeah. So I like the new format. That's why a lot of the games are like close or should be close. So when they did that, I was like, okay, cool. But Curry was just, man,
Bro, Curry, 50 points, 16 threes. What the fuck?
bro, he just shot
Crazy.
everywhere. Like,
Man.
man, I already know he's like the best shooter. Like when you see it, you're like, oh, it's going in. But then when he gets on those runs where he's just smacking everything, you're like, man, this dude. Like that's when I was taking it in. I'm like, man, he only got I mean, he's not gonna retire soon, but still, I'm just trying to take it all in because he's not like young how he used to be.
No, I feel
But
you. I feel you.
he just was going stupid. And then when he shot the one on Trey from half court, like he just looked away and then staring him down. I was like, that's very disrespectful.
Bro, that shit was like,
Man, I
man,
want him to get the record though. He was short by like 2 points.
yeah.
I was
He was
hoping,
gonna break Anthony Davis, right?
yeah. But
Man,
Anthony Davis, I remember that one. All he did was just dunk. Like that whole game was just layup, 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 layup.
bro. No, yeah,
Yeah,
Curry was crazy. He was shooting shit from the half court.
bro, he was shooting the corner, like half court, and then he shut off one leg. I'm like, this man.
Yeah,
I
bro.
was like,
And he
this
won
man's.
MVP, obviously.
Yeah, he deserves to win the MVP. Shout out to Kobe and Gigi. That was the new man. Do you like the new trophies they have? I thought they were all ugly.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it either. The new
I
Kobe
didn't like
Trophy,
them.
All-Star.
Just all of them, like the 3-point contest, the dunk contest. Like they were just like a big old thing, like from back in the day. It looked like I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the trophies. The other
I
ones
feel
actually look cool, but it is what it is. I was like, whatever. They're gonna be here for a little minute, but
Hey, is Curry showing us that he's getting all that slump?
I think he will. Like,
I feel like he always does after the All-Star a
yeah,
little bit sometimes.
because they have a resting break, so I think he'll come back. But he's been shooting terrible, like terrible, terrible.
Yeah, bro. I'm like,
So
whoa.
even if he comes back okay, it'll still be better. But he was just shooting so bad, and yeah, so I think he'll get out the slump. He'll be like decent, have games where he goes off, but not too. And I think it's because too Draymond's out, and then Clay just got back too, so they're trying to figure everything out.
Yeah,
Because Draymond really helps Clay and
definitely.
Curry shoot a lot, like get open.
Mm-hmm.
And then now that Clay's back, he's been like Curry's been that guy giving it to Clay. So they'll get back to it. It's just been a little minute since they hooped together.
Yeah, low key. I feel like once they're ready to go healthy, sheesh, we're gonna see, man. But
And James Wiseman coming back.
oh man, I forgot about him too.
Yeah, he should be back in like a month or less.
Shit, hell yeah. That's good. But I was gonna ask you too. Do you think the Lakers can make it to the playoff in tournament? Are they making the playoffs?
Man,
Like, what's going on, man?
they should at the least make the play-in tournament. Because the thing is, it's just one game, and I could see the Lakers like if they play the play-in tournament, lose that one game. Because remember last year they almost lost to the Warriors,
Yeah.
so they almost lost. But that was like for the 7th seed. So the teams ahead of them now, I saw it's like the Timberwolves and then the Clippers, which I know Anthony Davis is hurt, but they should still like be ahead of them. But they're gonna be in that 6 to 8 range, but they're not
Yeah,
gonna
man.
make it out the first. If they see the Suns, Warriors, or even Memphis first round, they're not gonna win. I know it's Memphis is like kind of first time in the playoffs. They've been in it like last year, but like with the highs, they're still all
See,
young.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when you can't bet against LeBron, but like youth is a big thing, and that's why they always get smacked by these young teams because their team's old and they like get blown out by the third quarter. Like they just can't run with them no more.
Yeah,
So that's why I
okay.
think like yeah, they're not gonna win. But if they face the Jazz first round, I'm like okay, I could see them being the Jazz. But I still think Jazz will beat them. But yeah, Lakers should make the playoffs. The Suns, they just lost Chris Paul for a minute. He's gonna be out 4 to 6 weeks with
Oh
this fractured
yeah, man.
thumb.
That's big.
Yeah, I forgot what show, but they're talking about they're like now this time to see like Devin Booker, how he's like, man, is he really that raw? I mean, he's raw, like
No,
he's a
he raw.
star,
Yeah, right,
but
right.
like they're
But can
like
he lead his team to keep on winning consistent?
exactly like how Kobe did, like when Shaq left, they're like, could he do
Right.
something like that while he's gone? So now there's a time to shine to see what he's all about. Like, can he carry him? I don't expect him to drop like crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
like I want him to be better than at least 500 while Chris Paul's out, because the
Right.
Warriors are gonna start winning. So
Yeah. So they better.
they got them on their tail. They have like a 6 game lead or something, but like that's gonna close, or we'll see how Devin Booker plays. It's really up to him, to be honest. But
Yeah,
I like
man.
them. I like the Suns and Warriors coming out the one of those
The
teams
West.
coming out the West. Yeah.
Yeah, I like those two. I definitely like the Warriors a lot coming out the
Hmm.
West. I ain't gonna lie. Let's move on
Yeah,
to
but
the East, man. Let's talk about the Bulls a little bit. Bulls got Tristan Thompson.
that was a good
Man,
pickup.
that's a good pickup. We need them rebounds and defense. Fuck.
Hmm. Just
Because
not the
Vucevic
drama.
ain't doing it. I mean, he's getting the rebounds and points, but when it comes to defense, Vucevic ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Am
Yeah.
I wrong though?
No, you're right. Cause Vucevic is like slow. That's why on the pick and roll they just be killing him because he's old. He's like 30, 31, 32. Like he scores like you said, but he can't play defense. So he's a nice little backup. And whenever at the end of the games we need defender, he come in and do his thing. So we'll see. I like the pickup though for sure. And then
Yeah,
Lonzo
man.
and Caruso come back in like 3 or 4 more weeks. So it should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
straight. Or Caruso should be back sooner. But we just need people healthy. Once they
I
get
think
back
once the
healthy, we'll
whole
be
team
straight.
healthy, man, with Tristan Thompson too, man, let's see, bro. They could probably
I'm
make a
just
little
saying,
deep
no
run.
one wants to see the Bulls in the playoffs. I don't care who you are. Like you can say that about the Nets, like you're like whatever, but the Bulls are legit. Like no one wants to play them. And I think I said it before too. Like we're not gonna get swept like in the playoffs. We're not gonna lose in 5 games. It's gonna be 6 or 7 games if we do lose, you know. But I still think we're like a year away, like from competing.
Right, right, right,
So
right.
like I say, if we win the first round, like that's our lowest. Like we should definitely win first round, like for sure. Second round is like if we lose, okay, I get it. But I could still see us in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like that's like our ceiling this year.
Right, yeah. That's where I'm at too. Like Eastern Conference Finals at least.
Yeah, but then like the next couple years, then yeah, for sure pushing
Yeah,
out the East.
you should,
But
yeah.
that's where I see us right now. But yeah, we got the Nets too.
Yeah, the Nets, man, 76ers, Cavaliers.
They're tough. I think the Sixers are gonna be really tough now with James Harden because they
Yeah,
kept everyone. They kept Harris, Thibault. They got rid of Curry, but James Harden takes the spot, and Harden's
yeah,
better than him. So
for
we'll just see
sure.
how they gel. He's supposed to play Friday, his debut.
Oh, James Harden?
Yeah, we'll see if Ben Simmons plays like in the next couple of weeks against them.
Right.
That'll be
Yeah,
dope.
that'd be nice.
If he, I'm telling you right now, if Ben Simmons comes out and shoots a three, first of all, if he shoots a three in general, I'll be pissed. But if he smacks it, if I'm a Philly fan, I don't know if the game's in Philly, but whenever he comes, I'm storming the court and we're gonna fight on site. I'm like, you took 5 years, 4 years to shoot a three for us, and you're gonna shoot first week when you see us and make it, bro. I have to fight
No.
him. If I'm a fan, I'm throwing popcorn or we're gonna fight. I don't care if he's 6'10". I'm
And
like,
you
you
know,
put us
hey,
through hell.
and you know Philly fans be fucking wild.
Right. And that's why I don't get why he wants to go to New York. You have KD, Kyrie, and him on one team who hate being talked about in the press, and they're in New York. I'm telling you, like 2 or 3 years from now, they're all gonna be either at each other's necks or there's gonna be so much chaos going on there. They're gonna be like, oh my god, why you keep talking about us? That's nuts to me. So I don't know. We'll see. But Sixers are tough. Don't count out the Heat, man.
Yeah,
I
the
saw
Heat
a
are number
post too.
number one right now. Well, we're
Yeah,
tied. We're tied with them for number one. The
yeah, we're
Bulls.
tied for number one. But the Bulls have the hardest record, like the fourth hardest record remaining in the NBA. So it'll be tough. But I still think we'll get like, I don't know if top three seed, but maybe top four. It's like what I said in the beginning of the year. Like for sure we're top five. Our ceiling is three. I don't know if we'll stay at 1 or 2 with the rest of the schedule going on,
Mm.
but because it's really close. But we'll have to see. And then I saw another poster like the Bulls, Bucks, Sixers, Nets, and I forgot who the last. Oh, the Heat. They're like one of these teams is losing the first week of the playoffs, and I was like, that's true. I'm like, that's tough for one of those teams to lose.
Shit.
I don't know who it is, but I know it's not the Bulls. But
Hey, well, before we move on to college basketball, man, who you got? NBA MVP.
Joel Embiid.
Think so? You think he
Oh,
stays healthy the whole season?
oh yeah, man, he's been healthy. I love him, man. I've been seeing him play a lot. Man, he's so effortless. Like he shoots off the dribble, then he shoots a three, then he'll post up. He reminds me of like Shaq, like in the post, like he just bullies him and then dunks the ball or layup. But Shaq was more powerful, but Joel's like that. And but he could shoot too, so I think Joel's MVP, man. He has to be. Like he's just balling out. And I think I'm trying to think of second place. Like Ja's up there, DeMar DeRozan too.
Curry, I
But the
think
way,
Curry's the second favorite as well.
yeah, Curry's up there, but I just think I don't think he should win. Not that he's playing bad, but it's just that like Joel Embiid's just playing that good.
No, yeah, he's playing that
Like he's
good.
just like playing nuts.
I
And
agree
the
with you, bro. Like if Joel Embiid stays healthy, he doesn't get injured the whole season,
hmm
he's gonna win, bro. He's balling, dog.
yeah, and I think like who's on his team? Like Harris doesn't score like 20 points a game. Sometimes he'll get off, But then
Right.
after that, he had like what Curry, Thibault. Like he's been leading them in scoring. Now with Harden, they'll help him out for sure.
Sure.
So I think his numbers will drop a little points per game, but not too crazy. He's still gonna score a lot because James Harden will feed him.
Yeah, man. Let's see, man. Second half of the season, NBA
Hmm.
playoffs around the corner too. We gonna
Yeah,
see
comes
what's
back
up.
Thursday.
We
So
gonna see. Hey, but let's move on to college basketball, man.
man,
What you think, bro? Who's making a deep run in the tournament?
okay. So wait, do you have the teams, the top 25 pulled
Yeah,
up
yeah,
or
I
no?
do. I do.
Okay, just read off like the top 10. Like go from 10 and I'll break it down from there.
All right, look. Number one,
Wait, go
Gonzaga.
10, go 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
10? Okay,
And then go down. Yeah.
okay, okay. 10, Baylor.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Wait, let's
9,
go. Wait, let's start off with Baylor.
okay, but okay.
So I'll tell you if they're real or fake, like pretender or contender. So
Okay,
Baylor
yeah.
is legit. They're contender. But like I was talking to you before, they have too many injuries. Like they're two guards starting now. The coach said they're 80%. And then their leading scorer, he hurt his ankle and he's been out for a minute. That's why they were losing like for that stretch because everyone was hurt. Then they lost their power forward. He tore his meniscus. So he's out for the year. So I still think like I watched a lot of Baylor games this year in the last couple years. Like they're really good. They don't get blown out. If they start losing, they always come back. So it just depends if they're healthy. So I say like Elite Eight, Final Four. But if everyone's healthy besides that guy who tore his ACL, they could like win. They could for sure win.
Okay, okay, okay. I mean, yeah, Baylor won last year, you know what I'm saying? But like you
Hmm.
said, injuries been dealing with just kind of tough losses too. I've been like seeing them like,
Facts.
and yesterday too, there was went to overtime. They should have been won
Yeah.
that game.
That's why the couple of those guards they just came back from injury too. So that was like their first game. So I'm like, man. But what you need to know about like college, if you have good guards, you could go far. If you don't have good guards, it's hard. Like last year, you saw, they had Jalen Suggs and that other guy, Nembhard
Yeah,
from Gonzaga. But Baylor had those three, like T, Davion Mitchell, and then
yeah.
the other point guard, Butler. And then they won. So I'm like, you need good guards to win, like for sure.
All right. Number 9, Texas Tech.
I watched them a lot too. They're undefeated at home. I like them a lot. Like they play really good. I think they're contenders too. Like I still don't see them winning it all, but like I could see them like in the Elite Eight, maybe
Yeah,
Final Four. They're really good. They play everyone tough. They have a really good. Their defense is really good. I like them a lot.
yeah,
I
yeah.
watched them.
They've been playing good this year.
Hmm.
Number 8, Villanova.
Mm, man, they're solid, but I think they'll get bounced like Sweet 16, maybe Elite
Maybe a
Eight.
little earlier than that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like
I could
they
be
just don't
wrong.
have the pieces that they usually have. They're still good. I like Villanova a lot. That's one of my favorite teams, but they're not. This is not the year they're gonna win it. So I say Elite Eight, Sweet 16 around there. Not that they're pretenders, like they're tough. I like them a lot. They're tough, but they're just not gonna win it this year.
I feel you. I feel you. Okay. Number 7, and this team I've been seeing like, man, they've been winning some good games. Duke, number 7.
Man,
What
y'all don't
you
know, but I'm a UNC fan, so I'm not a big Duke fan.
think?
But I'm telling you, they're legit. They're legit. Like as much as I hate to
Uh,
say it, like I could see them winning. They have a all around good starting five, and they're one of their guards. His name is like Keels. He was hurt for a minute, but he just came back like a week or a week and a half ago. So they're like back to normal. So they're gonna start winning too. They're young, and I know a lot of teams say like, oh, it's hard to win with a young team, but
right.
they're just good. And it's Coach K's last year. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they'll give
that's
him
big
like
too.
I feel like I know this might be conspiracy, but I just think they'll give him like an easier bracket out of the four, and like so it'll be kind of smooth to make it to the final four. But
Right.
I just think whoever you put them to, like they could make it. They're legit good, and they got that guy who's the top pick, Pablo Ranchero. He's legit, but their whole team is just raw. I watched them a lot. They're good. So I say like I wouldn't be surprised like final four or even like championship game. They're good.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. Because I've been seeing a few games, man. Duke been beating some good teams by like double digits sometimes. So
Yeah, they're not
yeah,
playing
I
games.
agree with you. I can see them going far. All right, number 6, Kentucky.
Bro, I watched Kentucky. They're they're just some dogs.
For
Like
real?
they remind me
I
of
low key
like
haven't been seeing them play. That's why I asked.
yeah, I've watched them like 2 or 3 times, but like they're dogs. I watched them against Alabama and they were down like 10
Damn.
or like 14 at one point, and it was like the first half. Then it was like 8 point game at halftime, but they just came back. But the way that they're good defensively, but the same thing, they have 2 hurt guards. I don't know when they're coming back. Got to look into it. But if those 2 guys are playing, man, it's gonna be. They're really good. That's a team I could say Final Four, like confidently, like Elite Eight. But I want like they could make a Final Four run, and it's been a while since they've been there. But this team, they got shooters, they got a man in the middle, and they got guards. They play really good defense. I like Kentucky a lot. They're
Damn.
really good this year.
Yeah, I gotta tune in on the games and shit pretty soon.
Yeah.
See how they playing. But number 5, man, we were talking about this earlier. Kansas. How you feel about them?
I'm never sold on Kansas. They always lose.
I
Like
feel you. Even though
they,
they're playing good this year, I get what you're saying though. Like when it comes to like the tournament, I don't know. They get bounced early sometimes.
yeah, I could never count on Kansas. Even this year, like there's not like a player that sticks out to me. They have like a All American, and I know you're like, how does he not stick out to you? I'm just like, you. It's just the way he plays. Like I'm like, I don't see this guy like carrying the team. He can, but like just to win it or even like Final Four, Elite Eight. Yeah, their ceiling is like Elite Eight, maybe like so. They're good, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Kansas. I don't see them winning.
Okay, okay. Number 4, Purdue. I don't know.
I haven't watched
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
people saying
Purdue.
Purdue, but I don't really see them.
Yeah, I haven't watched Purdue a lot. I've watched them like once or twice. They have a guy named Jordan Ivy. He's good. He's going to NBA. He's really explosive. I gotta watch more of his like highlights and stuff. But he's good. They have a big team. Like they have like 7 footers on their team, a
Oh,
couple of
okay,
them.
okay.
But like I said, has Purdue ever made noise before? No. I don't see them coming in and win the whole chip their first year either. Like they always make the tournament, but they don't win. But
Right.
I think this is one of their better teams for sure. But I think they'll come across like maybe like Sweet 16 or Elite Eight, like a Texas Tech or someone like that, or Kansas, and then they're like, nah, it's it's over here. So I don't
Right.
see them winning either. They're good, but they ain't gonna win nothing.
All right. All right. We're talking about Purdue. The next one, number 3, Auburn.
Okay.
What you think?
I'm gonna say this to everyone: do not bet on Auburn. This is the biggest flake I've seen in a while in college basketball. They will not win. I will guarantee you they will not win. I've watched them a lot, like a lot, cause I just like I just they're all I think they're just on when I turn the TV. Like Auburn's always playing, so that's why I
I feel
tune
you.
into them. But they barely win games. Like on the road, they barely win games, and at home they're good, but they're not gonna be playing at home in the tournament. So they're just so sketchy. I want to be surprised if they go to a tournament and they get bounced second round. Like that's how bad it is for them. They're good, but honestly, I'll be surprised if they make the Elite Eight.
I'll be
They're
so. I
just
mean,
I know that that's crazy to say because they're top three, but bro, all their games I'm watching, their offense is terrible. They run a lot of isolation, and like I said, you need to have guards and have like team ball. It's not like that at all over there. So for sure, they're not winning the championship, and I don't see them in the Final Four. Elite Eight's pushing it. That's why I wouldn't be surprised they get bounced Sweet 16, but Elite Eight's pushing it. But
I
yeah,
feel
they're the
you.
biggest fraud. They are not contenders at all. Do not bet on them to win. I'm telling you, they will not win, guaranteed.
Auburn, by the way. The
Yeah,
next one,
Auburn.
number 2, Arizona. A lot of people not talking about this team, low key.
It's because they're on the West Coast. We're over here sleeping. That's a team. That's
Motherfucker.
a team I gotta watch too. I haven't watched a lot of Arizona games. I watched them when they played UCLA. They were good. They're a tall team, dude. Their team is like an overseas team. Like they're
Damn.
a lot of their players are not even from the United States. So that's why I don't know like their players. I gotta watch them more. But they have a new coach too. So I feel like I just need to see them play. Like I'll probably watch the Pac-12 tournament, see how they play. So I need to tune into them. But I can't tell you like if they're pretender, contender right now. But
Arizona? No, yeah, I
yeah,
agree with you. I'm gonna have to tune in with their ass too, because I mean, shit, they're number 2.
yeah. Oh,
One for
Illinois.
me.
I know they're like 11 or 12, right?
15,
Oh, yeah, they dropped.
top
I
15.
think we'll talk about them because like they're like, I don't know, like about. I think they're still good. Like they're solid. They just had some injuries, so I
Mhm.
think we'll be straight. Like keep Illinois in the mix. But yeah, we'll go to Gonzaga last.
Okay. Yeah, number one is Gonzaga.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They lost last year in the championship, and they're still
Yeah.
number one. They're trying to make a statement, trying to go back to that championship. And I think
True.
they can, bro.
I think they can too. Like they've been playing better. Like they always blew it back in there, but now they're making deep runs. So I still feel like they'll make like Elite Eight. I don't know about maybe Final Four. I could see it, but they're not. Their guards, they kind of like they have a solid guard, but it's not the same as last year. Like last year, they were just like a unit.
I
Like
feel
they
you.
have the top pick on their team, like Chet Holmgren. Supposedly, we'll see. But I'm just like, I don't see it. They always find a way to not win. So that's why I'm like, and especially this year, like last year, I'm like, okay, I could see them actually winning. But this year, I'm like, they're good, but I can't see them like finishing off and winning. But maybe, yeah, Final Four, I could see that. Final Four championship game,
I
that's
can
for
feel
sure.
it,
But
man.
yeah,
I,
that's the thing too. They play on the West Coast, so and then they play teams that are like not even good, like ranked. I think that's why they mess up once they get to the like tournament
yeah, I
because
feel
they
you.
face all these good teams. And like they play good teams, but they play in the beginning of the year. So a lot of teams change by the end of the year. So
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. You just gotta see.
Yeah, I mean,
But
of all these top 10 teams, man, I really like Duke and Gonzaga. That's
yeah,
the two teams I like a lot.
I would say I agree with you with Duke. Like if I had to pick like top two right now, I'd say Duke and Kentucky.
Yeah,
Duke
true.
and Kentucky solid. I really like Kentucky a lot. But just don't sleep on Baylor. It's just because their injuries. That's why I didn't say them. Like once the day comes and I know who's healthy, then I'll let you know. But yeah, Baylor's like the sleeper team, even though they're at 10.
Yeah, man. That's about it for NBA talk, college basketball.
True.
Appreciate you, Marcos.
Yep.
Like,
Yes, sir.
subscribe, all that other shit, man. Tune in next episode, UFC.
Oh
Islam
yeah, good
Makachev.
weekend too.
Khabib told me he's fighting this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Let's
I saw
go.
that. He gonna win.
Let's go, man.
All right,
Appreciate
we'll talk
y'all.
to y'all later. Peace.
Peace, man.
Dang, my battery too just popped up. It said